Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Oh, yes! Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Blackfire Technical Analysis YouTube channel. I am your host, Crypto Bro. And we are back at it again with another edition of the daily live stream. Hello, welcome. How are you? I hope you're well. I hope you're happy. I hope you're safe. I hope you're content. I wish nothing but the best for all of my viewers out there. No matter what the situation may be in your life, please remember one thing. You can always make it through. And there is somebody that will always love you. Y'all matter, man. Everybody matters, man. We only get one life. And at the end of the day, just be happy, y'all. I'm happy. I'm so fucking happy. It was a real tough day at work today. And for some reason, like the batshit insane crazy person that I am, that fueled me with excitement. Real crazy day at work today, if I do say so myself. But I got through it. Our crew got through it. We got another day in the books today, ladies and gentlemen. So, I did the video yesterday, and something's wrong. So here's the thing about I use OBS Streamlabs to do my live streams, but I use OBS Studio to do instructional videos, right? That's where I go to record videos, and I use OBS Streamlabs to go live. Something's wrong. I did the video yesterday. It's gone. I have no fucking clue where it went, guys. To be quite honest with you, I have no clue where it went. So, is what it is. I'm gonna have to figure it out. I'm gonna have to get on my computer here tonight and see what I can hash up, see what I can figure out. If I gotta uninstall a program, reinstall the program, cool, fine, whatever. I'm gonna get it done. That way, I've been itching to get this fucking video posted on YouTube because, again, it is a very, 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 very important video for everybody to learn from. So I do believe it is crucially vital and crucially important to get that video out there. So I do apologize. I thought, right? But I go to my YouTube channel this morning. It's not there. And then I check out OBS Streamlabs, and it's like nothing even saved. So maybe it was something I fucked up because I thought I was recording. It looked like I was recording. I might have hit the wrong button. Oh, we got a viewer. Welcome, viewer. Hello. How are you? Welcome to the channel. But at the end of the day, it didn't get done the way I expected it to get done. It didn't even post. So, we'll see what happens. I'm going to go through my whole PC tonight, and then probably tomorrow I'll do another re-recording. Again, I do apologize, everybody, for that misconception. I really, really thought I was going to be able to get that video uploaded last night, but it did not pan out the way I wanted to. So, if you fail, try again. Try again if you fail. But we are here, and we got plenty to talk about today, ladies and gentlemen. Trust and believe me when I tell you. Has Bear Jesus gone into hiding? Are we looking at macro trend reversals to the upside in the general index? Are we going to see the US dollar index come to a decline? Will the Hall of Fame Village ever rebound? Only one way to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Only one way to find out, and that is to conduct an analysis. So, analyze we shall. Here we go. Get a little bit of that. I feel so good today, guys. I'm not gonna lie to you. Life is precious. I'm married to a beautiful girl. I have a great job. I have a great side hustle. Life is beautiful. Sorry, I'm just vibing a little bit. I'm wasting time. Turns out tonight's stream, ladies and gentlemen, might be cut a little bit short due to the fact that we had no requests today. Not that that's a bad thing, but it is not typical to see no requests. Albeit, I only have one fucking person dropping requests most of the time anyway. We did not get any requests on the Blackfire Technical Analysis Facebook page on my post this morning. I gotta change something. Again, I come to this channel for you guys, and I want to show you the utmost transparency, honesty, and it is a little frustrating that the activity in my channel is a little to the downside. I have changes to make. I have work to do. But please understand, ladies and gentlemen, that it is very difficult to focus all of my time into social media when most of my time is going towards my day job. I do work a day job. I am working a second shift day job from 2 p.m. to 11:30 p.m. It works. I love the night, I love the afternoon shift. I'm one of the weird ones that actually likes second shift, but at the same time, when I'm at my job, most of my focus is on my job. It's very hard to conduct social media, networking and platform movements and growth when I have a full-time job. It is difficult. I do understand, but again, at the end of the day, we're here to trade. We're here to profit, and at some point, again, I will be doing this full-time. That is inevitable. I will be doing this full-time at some point in the near future. So while I try to work through all the the kinks and the nicks and stuff like that, I still appreciate everybody that comes through. Holy hell, I got 2 viewers right now. I appreciate everybody that still comes through. Oh shit. Still watches the content, still utilizes the platforms. Seriously, shout out to everybody that supports the community tonight. Huge shout out. Thank you so much for coming through. If you're new to the channel, if you like what you see, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, tick that little bell. I think we're gonna go and blast off here. First of all, we're gonna take a look at NASDAQ, and you know what? For the sake of argument tonight, I will slow it down just a little bit so that maybe some of the newer viewers, some of the newer traders can kind of follow along with what's going on. But I do have a message for anybody that is considering entering the sphere of trading and the stock market. First of all, number one, yes, absolutely, this is confusing as fuck when you're new. When you're new, when you've never looked at a stock chart in your entire life, it is confusing. Yes, that is the same disposition for everybody that is currently a trader that started somewhere. Everybody that's a professional trader now started somewhere. It's very difficult. Always remember, it is a very difficult niche. It is always a very difficult thing to grasp and understand, but just like any other skill, any other task, any other job, any other mindset, it requires discipline, studies, and consistency. So if you're coming into this, into investing or trading or, options or whatever it may be that you're interested in for the, trading sphere, please remember, ladies and gentlemen, I started from nothing. I started looking at a chart not knowing what the hell I was looking at. It happens to the best of us. Please remember that if you are going to enter the stock market and take it seriously, it's a good thing that you don't know jack shit. It's a good thing. God damn, I got the hiccups like a mug today. Excuse me. Damn it. It is, it is a confusing thing. It is, it is daunting. It is scary. It is intimidating. It is the big beast that is the stock market. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, again, and I could be wrong at any point in time when I give my opinion, but my personal opinion is, number one, I think everybody is capable of participating in investing and trading in some way, shape, or form. Is the market for everybody? No, it's not. This niche is not for everybody. A lot of people can't handle the extra hours that they have to put in order to get good at something like this. I understand, but if you are, prepare for the grind, prepare to work your ass off, prepare to study your ass off, and prepare to lose some money. People tend to lose a bunch of money when they first get into this, and that's normal. It's just money, okay? Please remember, it's just money. It's not important, right? Obviously, it's important to a to a specific degree. Like paying your bills, buying food, paying for your car, paying for your house. Money is important to a degree, but losing it, not so important. I mean, unless you blow like $130,000, $500,000, you blow a huge chunk right off the rip, then it's important, then it's kind of crucial. But the first thing that everybody always learns is don't risk any more than you're willing to lose when trading or investing. And 9 million% of traders, every single trader out there will tell you not to invest more than you're willing to lose. So please remember, if you're starting out, start small, start playing with charts, start reading charts, out multiple hours a day, start getting an understanding of what technical analysis really is, and keep grinding, ladies and gentlemen, keep grinding, because at the end of the day, even if you don't think the market is for you, it is most fucking certainly for you, because at the end of the day, the evidence that's presented on the charts, like the one we're about to cover, is most certainly presented, and in my opinion, the market wants you to trade in the trending motion in the correct way, and that's it. So for starters here, we're going to look at NASDAQ. Man, back above the 21 exponential here, looking to confirm the 21 exponential as new as new tentative support here. If we confirm it, even with this little tiny candle here today, with momentum oscillators looking the way they are, I will be subjected to be confident with a move up to 15,500 here. Now, does that change my bearish sentiment? Not at all. Not at all whatsoever. Again, until proven otherwise, I'm still on lower high watch, right? I'm still on lower high alerts, and, just because of the, the lower low, right? I could be proven wrong. There is a major statistic that says that I will be proven wrong, potentially. But, again, we plan for everything, expect nothing. If you fail to plan, plan is to fail, and I have plans for multiple directions here. First direction I'm planning for, again, is a tested move up to the $15,500 resistance here. For price action, again, if we do see confirmation above the 21. Now, where the concern comes into play here is the fact that we are below the last lower high still. Just because we get a trade above the 21 does not flip my bias from bearish to bullish. Please remember that. The only thing at the current moment in time that will convince me that this is going to be a macro bullish structure once again would be an open and closure above the last lower high resistance, somewhere around 15,915, give or take a few bucks. I would round it up and say 15,920. Any candle closure above there significantly with confirmation of new tentative support would convince me of a move back to the prior all-time, or the current all-time highs, excuse me here. But I will not be trajectorying any targets above that region until, again, I am confident of the possibility that price action could potentially go that direction. Am I confident that we see some more upside? Absolutely. We do see stochastics escaping the bearish critical zone and the bearish control zone collectively here. Just had it perfect. And now we're seeing stochastics, come closer and closer to that 50 read here. It would be very, very convincing that we see some upsides here if we see stochastics breach the 50 read at the same time. Price action confirms a secondary candle closure above the 21. But here's where a little concern arises. We are seeing a little bit of a turn here from an RSI perspective. Yes, albeit we are bouncing out of the bearish control zone above the exponential, which seems to have bounced off the top side of the bearish control zone, never fully entering here. And we're seeing RSI continue upwards and onwards towards that 50 read. And now the potential for a lower high is still there. It's still present. Please remember that. Again, this whole game is about multiple perspectives. If you trade with one perspective, you're gonna fucking lose. I guarantee it. I bet my life savings that you lose if you trade with only one perspective. So looking at this price action, yeah, we could easily come up here to 15,500. But if we reject that region and come back below the 21 exponential here, I will be looking for a lower high call on the RSI. I'll start looking for momentum oscillators to curl over. And if, again, we do confirm some kind of structural lower high, that would only confirm a downtrend continuation, in my opinion, which likely leads to new lower lows. For this price action right now, though, we are well and far away from that, I want to see how price action reacts with the 21 and the next corresponding resistance level here before making any rash decisions on direction change to the downside. Again, it is possible, and if we do, I do have targets to the downside, again, level by level. If we reject the resistance here at 15,005, I would be looking for price action to continue further south towards like 14,009 once again. But again, if we do that, we likely get a top call, and then I'd start looking for targets all the way back down to the current lows, right around 13,720, and maybe even lower to the next newer lows, right around 13,000 bucks even here. For now, does it look like a structural higher low? Absolutely. Now, yes, we did confirm a change of behavior in this region here. Some could classify this as an inconsequential low. I didn't take it at that. I didn't perceive it as such, especially after confirming and then blasting off to this new all-time high, consolidating, and then more new all-time highs. I did kind of classify this here as a structural higher low, but just like Mother Nature, everything changes. The market changes constantly. It changes constantly, and just because this low has been taken out does not disparage the possibility that this could be a structural higher low. We do have this diagonal trend line to be in consideration of here, and this would confirm a secondary touch point, which would, in my opinion, consider it a valid diagonal trend line of peace and prosperity. But again, unless I see closures on new highs above 15,950 here, I gotta remain skeptical, right? I gotta remain, I gotta remain vigilant in that I am planning for the downside trajectory as well. Again, if you plan for just one thing, if you fail to plan, your plan is to fail. It's all about proper planning, and the way I'm planning this one out here is, again, looking for lower highs or looking for higher highs in this specific example for NASDAQ. Moving on here, I'm gonna check out SPY futures. What is it telling me? Same fucking thing. But technically, this one closed on higher lows. So, I'm looking for continuation. I'm actually going to be looking for continuation through this resistance at 45.70 here. And I will be looking for a retest of this resistance at 46.57 here. Give or take, let's call it 46.60 here. If we close above that region, then we can start potentially, testing the possibility of new higher highs. But achieving new higher highs means price action is flirting with the all-time highs. So again, we got to remember the probability of that, the statistical probability of that. Do I care about the statistical probability? No. I care about the plan that I have outlined for my trading strategy here. And again, same thing as NASDAQ. It could easily pump all the way back up to roughly 46.60, but we could also see a lower high confirm in this region. And if that is confirmed, I would be looking for lower lows over time below 4,300 bucks, actually looking for targets all the way down to 41.40. But again, we just got a fresh break of the 21 exponential confirmed today. We're going to be looking for a confirmation entry position on the 21 exponential here today in 16 hours and 40 minutes. And if that is confirmed, I will have no choice. Again, even in a bear market, I will have no choice. Although this hasn't confirmed a bear market just yet, I am still a little skeptical, right? Again, until proven otherwise. But that does not mean necessarily that I wouldn't take a trade above the 21. I'll take a trade above or below the 21 any fucking time that it's confirmed and that I have a solid case built against not trading it, right? Against not taking that position. So as far as I'm concerned for this one, waiting for confirmation. Again, same thing as NASDAQ, waiting for confirmation. And if I do get confirmation, man, I'm going to be looking for extension to the next resistance towards 46.50 here. Moving on, we want to look at God damn it, Dixie. US dollar index, if I can find it. Boom. This one, again, target has been met, target has been met, target has been met, ladies and gentlemen. I did suggest a possibility for a retracement to the 21 exponential. I do not think that this is as far as it could go to the downside due to the fact that our last higher low was here at 94.85. So we're going to move this horizontal up to that region here, because this is a significant level. Any candle closure below 94.80 will be a confirmed change of behavior in my opinion, and I will look for decline to the next valid level, realistically all the way down to 93.40 here. But for now, with price action looking the way it is, it wouldn't be out of the question to see a breach of the 21 exponential. Price action come down to 95.92, maybe even down to the diagonal trend line of peace and prosperity towards 95.55. To confirm some type of higher low before looking for more highs, higher highs. But for now, we are acting as a top formation, breaking below support, confirming a new tentative resistance, and seeing continuation towards the 21 exponential. And now we see a lot of pressure being applied to the 21 exponential. So as far as I'm concerned, as long as we hold the 21 exponential, I have no choice but to say I will be looking for a bounce off the 21 towards the 96.66 resistance, and maybe a little higher. But if we do breach the 21 exponential, things get a little bit dicier in my opinion, as the first target would be, again, 95.90, and maybe even the diagonal trend line all the way here at like 95.65. RSI here rejecting the bullish control zone, confirming a structural lower high technically. Boom, if we could see that right here. From the last high on RSI to the lowest major high here, boom, we got lower highs technically. Yes, it is higher highs in confluence with the last inconsequential highs, but this could be classified as a major high, which makes the inconsequential highs inconsequential, non-relevant, if that makes any sense. So fresh breach of the exponential here, and now we see the exponential forced to a negative slope. It'll be interesting to see if we see continuation below the 50 read, because that will give me more confidence of the likelihood of continuation to the downside. Stochastics already giving you an early warning signal, but the same thing here is present. Boom. I would most certainly be looking at that as bearish divergence. I don't know why major top to major top it's not classified as bearish divergence, at least from the caretaker RSI perspective. But from an analytical perspective, again, if you don't know what bearish divergence is when price action confirms a high on RSI and price action, and then boom, confirms a higher high on price action, but stochastics or RSI confirms a lower high. And look at this, from point 1 to point 2, we have that sentiment. We have bearish divergence, although it's not identified on RSI as bearish divergence with a red arrow for the top. It is most certainly bearish divergence that I do believe is playing out to the downside right now. So it'll be very interesting to see how this trend line of peace and prosperity holds up for the macro structure. But if we do see breaks below the macro structure, I will have to classify it as a change of behavior before looking for prices to move to the downside here. But for now, again, the trend is your friend until the end of the trend. The trend is most certainly up. The trend is most certainly not being threatened at the current moment in time just yet. We are well and far away from that, and we're still above the 21. So it'll be interesting to see what happens for price action in the next couple of days. We're going to check out the Hall of Fame Village here. Still the same sentiment, maybe opening up a little bit of consolidation here and in between these horizontals, with the top side resistance being $1.33 and the bottom side support being $1.07. As long as we remain in this region here, I will be looking for consolidation. But here's what's really concerning for me, for price action. Again, looking real weak in the bearish control zone for RSI, looking at a potential rejection of the top side of that territory here. And same thing with stochastics, looking at a potential top call. If we do get a cross on stochastics below the exponential here, I will be looking at that as another bad thing here, and I will be looking for price action to decline. Now, I do want to remind everybody the issue and the situation that I am currently being presented with here. Again, when I utilize Fibonacci retracements, especially for a huge move like this to the downside, I use the last swing low and the last swing highs for my Fibonacci extension or retracement levels here. And in this particular example, for both, it's not realistic. The 1.272 Fibonacci retracement level at the current is 50 cents, negative 50 cents, which is not classified as a realistic analytical perspective from, again, from my personal opinion. It's not realistic to classify that as an actual target. That would mean absolute destruction of the company, in my opinion, and I do not believe that that's going to happen. Would it be possible to see, moves all the way down to $1? Again, we did see that $1 target being met here. Again, so, if we see something unrealistic like that, then I start thinking of psychological levels, right? Then I start thinking about quarters. Oh my God. $1 was the first one. 75 cents will be the next one. 50 cents will be the third. And am I saying it's possible for price action to go down there? Fuck yeah, it's possible for price action to go down there. Unless I see some kind of, confirmed change of behavior. The current change of behavior for this price action is right here at $1.30, $1.32, I think. $1.32, $1.32 is the current change of behavior point, which is perfectly correlated with the negatively sloped 21 exponential at the current moment in time. So seeing a breach of that resistance with a confirmation above the 21 would give me enough evidence to suggest price action movements to the next major level, which is around $1.82. But until that condition is met, as long as we remain below the 21, as long as we continue to utilize the 21 as tentative resistance, I'm going to start thinking about psychological levels to the downside. And what do I mean by psychological levels? Levels that people would just randomly think of, right? Major levels that people would like, maybe it's 50, 75 cents, 50 cents, 25 cents, and so on and so forth. Just like for the longest time, $20,000 for Bitcoin was a major psychological level. $10,000 was a major psychological level for Bitcoin, and a lot of price action in correlation with those psychological levels. It definitely confirmed them as psychological levels. But for this one, since we don't even have price action down that far, and Fibonacci's are not realistic, we have to assume potentials, possibilities, right? We can't. There's no way I can tell you price action targets to the downside if we continue to see this bear market unfold for the Hall of Fame. So that's going to do it for that one here. Again, momentum oscillators look absolutely dog shit. That's kind of where I'm going to leave that one. Bitcoin. And unfortunately, Bitcoin is the last one for the night. I'm going to keep this stream real short so that I can dive into the OBS Studios problem, try to fix it so that I can come in tomorrow and shoot that instructional video again. Bitcoin continuing towards the 21 exponential, still utilizing the 21 exponential as tentative resistance here. Not looking good, right? Still not looking good. Yes, could we trade above the 21? Absolutely. But again, price action dictates 90% of my decisions. The 21 exponential is the first piece of evidence that I utilize to take a trade or not to take a trade, followed by RSI and stochastics, right? Price action rules the world in trading. Price action is the most important fundamental factor. So looking at price action here, yes, we have confirmed new tentative support at the $38,150 level, and we are holding that support currently, technically. But if I see a candle closure below that region here, I will be looking for RSI to confirm a top call, which would not be a good thing in my opinion, and I would look for price action to swing all the way back down to the current low, right around 34,600. Now, if we do get a structural lower high to confirm in this region here, I'll have no choice but to also look for continuation towards 29,775 here as the next potential target to the downside, just because a lower high would only confirm, in my opinion, downside continuation, downtrend continuation, bear market continuation for crypto. However, if we break above the 21 exponential here and confirm it as new tentative support, I would be looking for price action to move all the way back up to 40,900, which is that current psychological level for this price action. And any candle closure above there, then we can start considering price action potentially flirting with that change of behavior spot here at $44,100 even, which is the last lower structural high in this downtrend formation that we see on the chart here. Until we see price action above that region, I am not bullish on this asset, to be quite honest and to be quite real. Now, just like SPY futures, could we be in the classification of a structural high or low here? Yes, very easily we could classify this region as a structural high or low, but it doesn't mean anything if we don't confirm a change of behavior, if we don't confirm a bullish swing to the upside, right? And the only thing that would convince me of that, again, is new higher highs above 44,250, give or take, $100 here or there, but that is the change of behavior level for this asset. I do see we have a viewer in the house today. I'm going to give you one opportunity, man, to man or gal or whatever you identify as, no judgment here, to post some requests. If you want me to analyze a stock, I did not receive any requests today, and now is your opportunity to do requests in the comment section before I log off here, because I'm going to finalize this Bitcoin analysis and then I'm out of here unless I get requests. RSI, yep, above the bearish control zone. We already saw it poke above and confirm it as new tentative support, and then saw continuation to the upside, but this is not convincing momentum here. Stochastics, confirming significantly new highs, escaping the bearish control zone, escaping just barely the 50 read. Just barely above the 50 read here. No, not at all. Not at all above the 50 read. So, right now, again, I am in kind of like patient mode. I am currently in no active trades. I did get out a little too early on my last couple of shorts for a lot of the assets that I was trading. For now, I'm just kind of waiting patiently. And again, the 21 is my main trading strategy. So even if we confirm some type of lower high, taking a quick trade above the 21 is most certainly what I'm going to do if we get confirmation candle closures above. But until then, I'm kind of waiting. If we reject the 21, confirm a lower high, are we going to see continuation to the downside? Could it be a potential entry point for short positions? I would say yes. I'm just waiting patiently, ladies and gentlemen, and that's going to do it for the stream. Again, I will be working on, fixing the OBS studio problem, as my video did not even upload or post or save, for that matter, on my PC. So I'm going to be working some things out, getting all of my drivers updated, making sure everything is tip-top shape, so that when I come in tomorrow and do the live stream, I can immediately record and upload that instructional video tomorrow. Again, I do apologize, ladies and gentlemen, but that's going to do it for tonight. Thanks for coming through. Thanks for watching bits and pieces of the channel. Thank you for supporting the cause. And until next time, ladies and gentlemen, you already know what it is. Stay safe.